So, welcome to my channel, or welcome back if you are surprisingly already subscribed to me. I have very few subscribers, so I'm really excited that you decided to click on my video. It makes me really happy. And as you can probably tell by the title, I am today going to be doing the chronic illness tag, which I've kind of seen a few different versions of this. Like, it's a set of questions, and the set of questions have varied a bit from like different people. But I did watch one particular video that I really liked, and I'm gonna tag her video in the description so you can check that out, because I can't remember her name right now. But I kind of decided that I really liked this particular set of questions, and so I went with it, and nobody really tagged me. I just kind of liked the questions, and I just thought it's a perfect way for you guys to get to know me a little bit more, since, you know, I'm still pretty new to YouTube, and, you know, I just think it would be interesting for me to answer these questions, and especially because my channel is very focused on chronic illness and life with a chronic illness and disability. So that's enough of an intro, but if you haven't already, I would love if you could subscribe and also give this video a thumbs up if you like it, and also let me know like your experiences, and like comment down below. I'm always so open and happy to answer any questions or hear about your stories. You know, it makes me really happy when I have people interact with my videos, so please do that. So yeah, I'm gonna just get on with the video. So they're about, let's see, there are 11 questions, and I'm filming on my phone right now, and I found obviously the stuff on my phone, so I decided to just like write the stuff down in my book. Actually, it's a really pretty book. It's actually a notebook that's made with like this recyclable paper. It's a really nice journal, actually. And my mom gave this to me because yeah, I'm going through a tough time now. If any of you know, like, have seen any of other videos, then you know maybe a little bit about what's going on, or if you followed me on Facebook, which will also be linked below, by the way, then you would also know that it's a bit of a tough time right now. And so she gave me this journal so that I can write down all the stuff that I achieve throughout the day. So even if it's like the smallest thing of putting on my makeup, or just going out for 5 minutes, or eating my meal, like, I put it in this book. So it's a very special journal to me. Yeah, actually I didn't want to use this book for writing on these questions, but I didn't find anything else, so I just had to use it. Anyways, as you can see, I'm also wearing my wig today because one thing, it's cold, and another thing is I just felt like it, and I put on makeup, and, you know, I feel pretty stylish, you know, like I'm wearing very a very cozy outfit, like very fall, wintry, and there's some candles in the background. I don't know if you can see them, but yeah. So, oh, and I have me a clementine here, which I'm gonna be eating. Also very fall, wintry, Christmassy, you know. It's time. I love this time. So anyways, let's get started with the video. I think I spoke too much about other stuff. So now the first question is, what are your diagnoses? So if you've seen some of my videos, then you might know some of my diagnoses, and some of them you might not know. So my my baseline diagnosis is APS type 1, autoimmune polyglandular syndrome type 1, which is an autoimmune disease, and it leads to other diseases, which has led me to now have several diagnoses. So that's like the basic diagnosis. And I have hypoparathyroidism, I have Addison's disease, I have diabetes type 1, I have kidney disease, I have a chronic lung infection. I don't really know if there's a proper name for it. And what else? Oh, and I'm visually impaired, which also I don't really have a clear diagnosis for it, but you know, it's something that's making my eyes not see the way they're supposed to see. And what else? I feel like I'm forgetting something. But basically those are the things that affect me. And obviously, in addition to that, which isn't really a diagnosis, it's just that I've amputated my right hand. But yeah, oh my gosh, I really feel like I've forgotten something. But oh, alopecia, that's a diagnosis. So yeah, I have alopecia. What else? Yeah, I think that's it. And I also have like other like problems and stuff that are just they're not really like diagnoses, but just, you know, things that I deal with because of my illnesses. So yeah. Question number 2. What do you tend to do when you can't sleep? So that's a good question. Okay, so before I used to have an issue with like actually falling asleep. It was really hard. But now it's been more like I fall asleep, but I wake up many times throughout the night. And there are different reasons for this. Like, as you might know, I'm on dialysis, which is something that I'm hooked up to the whole night. And so I might get alarms from that machine, or when it's draining the fluid, it can give some pain, like a suction type of pain, which I can wake up from sometimes. And otherwise, like, I just have really restless nights, and usually what I do is just watch YouTube videos or listen to YouTube videos. Basically, I don't necessarily like watch them because I don't want to have the light in my eyes, and I usually just like put on like a story time or something that I can just listen to, you know, someone just talking about something. I like to listen to that and just fall asleep to it. Or if I'm in the mood, I will try to find a good like meditation, like a guided meditation or something like that, and try to fall asleep that way. Or I just, you know, try to relax somehow. The reason why I can't sleep is usually because I also am not able to relax for any type of reason. So that's what I basically do. YouTube is my best friend in the night. Okay. Number 3. What's your worst experience or side effect from a medication? This question, I'm not really sure how to answer this because I feel like I constantly have side effects from medication. And I guess for me, the biggest, or the thing that has like affected me the most, and something that I dread the most whenever it has to happen is actually antibiotics, because like it's no simple treatment. Like there's not like these mild normal antibiotics. I have to take really strong ones that literally just feels like it's destroying my whole body, like my stomach. Just, I guess the worst thing for me is like nausea, which a lot of medicines have given me in the past and medicines still give me now. That's like the worst thing for me, because it makes it really difficult to eat and just enjoy food, and or even just like normal stuff. It's just, nausea is just so not a nice thing to have, especially when it's like so constant and it's like it never goes away. So yeah, I guess it would be nausea. Can't think of anything else. Oh, actually, yes, I can. There was a time when I was feeling really, really weak. Okay, not like I'm not feeling weak right now, but like it was some years ago. And I decided to increase my cortisone, or we decided to increase my cortisone, or prednisolone I was taking at that time. And then a few months went by, and then I'm peeling my clementine, by the way, and I noticed there were these like lines on my thighs and on my inner thighs and stuff, and they were really dark, and it really kind of looked like stretch marks, to be honest, which was really weird because I was really thin and it was just really strange. And so I showed it to my doctor, and then he said, oh, this is because of the prednisolone, and he said we need to reduce it. And so ever since then, I have these weird lines on my skin, on my legs, and it's pretty okay, to me, I don't think it's attractive. Yeah, it is what it is, but it kind of sucks a little bit. Other than that, like nausea and just generally like stomach problems, I guess, is the worst. Being bloated a lot, and yeah, actually being constantly bloated. So, question number 4. Very relevant question. How has your chronic illness affected your mental health? So I'm gonna have a piece of my clementine for this one. Okay, so I think you guys already know, if you've seen some of my other videos, that it definitely affects my mental health. And I think every person with chronic illness will at some point have to deal with mental health issues like depression or anxiety or both, because you just become more vulnerable to those things when there's so many things that are just out of your control. But still, at the same time, there are a lot of things that you have to do, like take medicines or have the correct diet, or keep yourself active or keep yourself as healthy as you can. That's your responsibility. But there's so many things that are just things that happen that you didn't choose. So definitely it has affected me. I know when I was younger, I was very insecure, very anxious a lot of the times. I didn't know what was really happening to me, although it's not, my parents did try to explain to me, but still it was very difficult for a 4 or 5-year-old to understand these things. So I was very insecure, and I used to get a lot of nightmares when I was younger. Some periods are better than others. But definitely since 2018, I would say depression has really hit me hard, and I came to a point where I literally was just living minute by minute. Like I couldn't think further ahead because it would be too scary for me and just too overwhelming for me. I just couldn't imagine myself possibly live another minute or another hour or a day with that heaviness and with, you know, all the things that I was feeling. A lot of people say that, okay, you know, Ramya is really strong and she can take things really well and all these kind of stuff, and she deals with everything so well, but I think I couldn't have really come this far really without getting the help that I needed when I needed it. And I definitely am guilty of suppressing my feelings and suppressing certain things because I thought, oh, I shouldn't be feeling certain things because I'm not allowed to. I'm supposed to be strong and I'm supposed to be able to handle these things. And it took me a long time to realize that having negative thoughts or feelings are also part of life and it's a part of being human, and it's okay, and it's actually healthy to have both positive and negatives, because if you don't have negatives you would never feel positive. You always need to have the opposite to feel the opposite. So, you know, I'm not saying that I am totally good at like completely expressing myself 100% yet, but I think I'm getting there and I'm learning and I'm constantly growing, and some days it's really hard. I physically feel really sick and it really sucks because maybe I wanted to do something that day and I can't do it, and yeah, I don't like it, and that is hard. It's hard when your body doesn't really cooperate with who you want to be and what you want to do in your life, and I think that's kind of the thing that has been my biggest challenge, is just accepting my body for what it is and learning that we're on the same team. And I'm still really trying to work on loving my body and loving myself properly. So yeah, maybe I talk too much about that, but you know, I don't know, I guess I'll probably make a video soon about how I'm doing with my mental health, because I know that I did talk about this previously. So yeah, we'll see. Let me know if you wanna hear more about that. But that's all I'm gonna say for now. Yep. Okay. Question number 5. Ooh, describe your social life. Okay, so I honestly don't really know what to say about this.